Hello. Just gotta post the link elsewhere. Not the stream URL. They're lying to me. Hold on, I need to get the stream URL. I also don't even know how loud it is. I'll turn down the music just a little bit. Where is the... How do I share it? Oh, that's how. There we go. There we go. Posted it. Now I just gotta post it elsewhere. What an interesting title. Let me just switch it over to Jake Cam. Hey everybody. I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter World. How have you been? I've been okay. I need to, this is really loud. It's like I can't even hear myself think. Okay, I think that's a good volume, right? I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me how the volume is doing. But hold on, I'm just advertising. I want to post it in. You were probably talking to Jake, but I have an unfortunate amount of anxiety. How have you been, dude? Hello, everyone. Hello, a couple people. Some of you are, like, from Pikmin Jake. Like, you're from, like, Monkey Heist, I think is from Pikmin Jake. Bread's from Pikmin Jake. Not from Monster Hunter, Pikmin Jake. Yeah. Night Warrior. I don't know who Night Warrior is. That's new. Or maybe they're not new and I just don't know. How are y'all doing? I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter World today. So I haven't done a live stream in a while. So I'm just gonna need your guys's like absolute help with this and like to like troubleshoot everything because I haven't done it in a while. Dude, even like the volume settings of like the music, I gotta make sure that's all good. I haven't even gotten the game booted up yet, so let's do it. Let's turn off the Forest of Hope. All right. I couldn't hear myself think, so we're here. Let me grab Monster Hunter World. I haven't streamed just on my own. I feel like a year. And I was on Twitch before. So, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Where is Steam? 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 Steam. Monster Hunter World. One from the other side of the world. Yeah, it's a bit late tonight, but this is just meant to be like a test stream. The chat. How do I get the chat to appear on my screen? I don't want to have to window world. That would be unfortunate. Hold on, let me get the game capture going. There we go. I got world going here. Just gonna crop. Actually, let's just move my camera just over a little bit. There we go. But we are gonna play World today, so I hope y'all are Hey, Brovius! Epic stream. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna pop out chat. I thought you hated this one? No, I don't hate World. Will this stay up as a VOD? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe. We'll see. It might not stay up for very long. I'm not really sure, because I don't really want to kill the channel of live streams. Yeah, so... how do I pin... Do I have to... Oh, geez. I think I have to, like, go into, like, windowed mode or something. Or I could have the chat open on my phone. Let's do that. Let's just have the chat open on my phone. Oh. Live breakdown. Monster World. Okay. I'm gonna have the chat on my phone. Can I make it bigger? Do you not have like OBS? I do have OBS. Does OBS allow me to like... I don't know how to do anything, so I'll probably have to look it up later. But I've got my chat here. Create an online session? Yeah. If people end up playing with me, I mean, you could. You could. How is much prepared you are? Yeah, I'm not very prepared. I don't have a second monitor. That's the big issue here, is I don't have a second monitor. I need to get a second monitor. As soon as I have a second monitor, I'll be able to like deal with like a lot of the nonsense. But yes, thank you all for joining. It's nice to have some people here. A lot of people from Pikmin Jake. I was kind of hoping to get some people from the Monster channel, but it's understandable. I'm really glad to hear from the Pikmin Jake people, though. It's always great to see you guys again. I remember you making Minako in this game? Yeah. Back in the day. I don't really do that anymore. I'm just trying to make a cool dude. Gotta get a second monitor. Okay. I never really had a second monitor, but for a while I was using my like a big like TV as a second monitor, like a big flat screen. I'm from Monster. I just lurk. Oh, okay. Welcome. I do recognize you. You are from the Monster channel. Good. It's nice to see a plethora of people from the old days and the new days. Since I don't watch Pikmin Jake, thoughts on Pikmin 4 so far? Pikmin 4 looks incredible, and if you want to know my thoughts on Pikmin 3, it's very simple. I was so... Okay, you guys need to understand. We spent years waiting for Pikmin 3. Years! And we thought it wasn't going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen. I was like, when's Pikmin 3 going to happen? But there was all this build-up. And the community was so obsessed with Pikmin, because we only had 2 games. Like, that's it. That we had these insane expectations that could never be met. We thought this game, Pikmin 3, would just be incredible, and there were so many like ideas for what it could possibly be. In the end, when they finally announced and released Pikmin 3, it was a great game. But our expectations wanted a perfect game that could never be made. And so, in the end, there's a lot of people like me who were kind of unhappy with Pikmin 3 when it first came out. I can appreciate it now. I can be like, yeah, it's a great game. But it's definitely not my favorite in the series. The opposite is with Pikmin 4. Now, with Pikmin 4, I'm just excited for anything because it's been even longer than it's taken to release Pikmin 3. So I have no expectations, and going in with no expectations is good. I think I'll enjoy it. And yes, we're doing a live stream today. Lucky because I only got into the series back in 2020. Yeah, let me tell you, Pikmin. What a franchise. Okay, what are we doing? Gyrototus. I need a better water weapon. Do we want to fight Gyrototus? Or we can fight Toby Kadachi. But I think we'll fight Gyrototus. Yeah, let's do that. He's easy. The thumbnail and like the title is just like clickbait, by the way. I don't think I actually have cinematic parallels to, what am I doing? To Bionicle. Or at least I don't know what I could possibly say. Yeah. Let's go. The other Pikmin games sure are better video games. What? Hey Pikmin? Yeah, I never played, Hey Pikmin. Nah, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It totally is the same thing. I do not need to bring Mega Potions. Regular potions are fine for this, and I don't need anything else. They're gonna give me rations. We're good. Bionicles and Monster Hunter are the same thing. Ayo, if y'all have ever played Monog, the old school Bionicle games, alright? Matanui online game, the classic, there's a lot of cinematic overlap. You know, the original Bionicle was about, you know, you you guys see that? You guys see that? You guys see that? It's not that rare, but like it's still rare. So we're gonna capture it. I wish I could crawl on the ground like a snake on my belly. I am playing with a couple mods, so bear that in mind. The game is basically the same as regular Monster Hunter World, but I think I remove like the need for like the clutch claw because I wanted the game to feel like authentic original Monster Hunter World. I might get rid of the mod when I get to Iceborne, but also I don't know. Remember, Jake, this is a sneaking mission. Opinion on Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 is my favorite of the series. To me, that is like definitively what Pikmin was always meant to be, which is funny because it's kind of like the opposite opinion, I think, of like my opinion of Monster Hunter. Like, I think that what makes Pikmin 2 really good, not the aesthetic aspect, but rather the gameplay aspect, when they kind of turned it into this like arcadey sort of experience. No, pregnant Nergy mod? No, that never happened. There was never a pregnant Nergigante mod. Y'all making that up. Pikmin 2 is my fave too, man. Favorite monster, large or small? In this game, my favorite monster in world, large, it's probably a Latreon. Probably. And then my favorite, like, small monster in world, maybe Kelby. I really like Kelby. I also like Feline, but Feline isn't in world, so it doesn't count. Favorite monster overall in like the whole series is definitely Lagiacrus, followed by Kieran. And then maybe Favorite small monster might be Shakalaka, maybe? Kelby is definitely up there as well. Sure, when's the Unnatural History Channel collab coming? You know, me and him, we chat. Like after every time we release a video, we like talk about it with each other. Me and him actually need to like do like a collab. Bullfango is way better. Oh yeah, that's another mod I have for this game is I've added Bullfango to the game. Oh, ran out of stamina. Artistic similarities of Bionicle and Monster Hunter. Yeah, okay, so like old school Bionicle was about like you're stuck on an island, but the island has like different like zones, right? So there's like the ice map, the desert map, the swamp map, the volcano map, and like each of them had like different monsters. Like old school Bionicle was about like hunting monsters. Like that was year one. And like there was like tigers and like a tiger monster. There was like this Leviathan monster. There was like a giant scorpion monster. They're pretty cool, and like they're really cool designs. They had cool names. That's pretty much the extent of like the similarities between Bionicle and Monster Hunter. Just to happen that like year one of Bionicle just happened to be that they were like hunting monsters. Like that was it. If like the later on Bionicle like really changed, it was because they had to like sell the villain characters couldn't be monsters anymore because they were too expensive, and they needed to be toys that like kids would actually be able to like, well, parents would be actually be able to afford buying for the kids. So it became like a lot of the storytelling of Bionicle basically I don't know, I think I don't know, the best way to describe it is it became like JoJo. And I don't know how, like, that's a really bad explanation, but yeah, it's like, it was kind of like one-on-one fights between, like, different superpowered characters with, like, they could, yeah. This is a weird tangent. Last Monster Hunter I played was Generations, but found 4U to be the best, and I had to recommend a new gen Monster Hunter. It's closer to old gen. Rise or World? That's tough. I would say definitely Rise is, like, in the end, Rise is probably more like old gen. If you like Generations, you would like Rise. It's in the same vein. I think that there's no game like 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4. I think that Monster Hunter 4 stands on its own, is its own thing. I love Monster Hunter 4. I really do. Is Bionicle a game series that ties into the toys? I just thought it was like a movie series. No, it's a toy series at heart. Like it's Toy Series first, but there's also games, movies, online shorts. There's comics, books. There was lore books. There was like podcasts, online serials, audio dramas. It was a multimedia project. Fan contests even that made like characters canon. It was crazy. Oh, hi Baroth. Oh. I'm playing a lot worse because I have to talk about Bionicle. Back when Jaller was Jala. Did you ever play Voya Nui online game? Yes, I did, actually. I did play it. A little bit. I played it a little bit back in the day. So it's basically a sub-franchise. Kind of? It's all the same story. Like, sometimes it would be, like, not canon. Like, the movies are, like, slightly not canon. The books, I think, are, like, the closest to canon. The books, I think. And then, like, the comics are, like, right after it. They're complementary to each other. I grew up on the comics. The comics were to me what Bionicle was, and that was the story. I didn't really read the books very much. Opinions on applesauce? Dude, applesauce is damn good. You know, I'm craving applesauce right now. You know what? After this quest, I'm grabbing some applesauce. Yeah, it is really sad that LEGO just, like, abandoned Bionicle. But there was reasons, like by the time we got to like 2010, like there definitely was burnout. Parents were not buying the toys anymore, and kids were not interested in the toys anymore. Like, times had changed. Times had really changed. The kids that grew up on Bionicle, like, they were a very specific type of kid, and they were from a very specific year. There's lots of videos on this. Like, it was one of the, like, Bionicle is something that could never happen again. It was hyper specific, and it could never happen again. It was a type of unique storytelling, like, it's a unique type of mythological storytelling, that simply just could never be replicated. Grab that applesauce. I actually might just, I'm gonna grab some applesauce as soon as this Gyrototus is carved. Yeah, let's do it. Right back. Check it out. Applesauce. Hells yeah. It's some really cheap applesauce though. Want some appy sauce? I would love some of the creature designs in Bionicle. I would love if similar creatures were in Monster Hunter. The Muwaka, for example. The Muwaka was this like Arctic tiger, and he was giant and extremely powerful. And I mean giant, I mean like Magna Mallow sized. And he lived in like the not the Arctic, but like the on the mountains of Kauai in the Bionicle lore. And the Muwaka was just cool because it was like this like giant tiger that just roamed. It was like T-Rex, a lot like T-Rex. What do you prefer between World and Rise? Not a fan of Hunter Arts or Nutrition Gem. Hate newer games food I've forgotten. Right up Hunting Simulator. That's tough. There's elements of both games that I like. I think that World just barely is over top of Rise just because I think the gameplay loop overall is more in line with what I want in a Monster Hunter game, with like hunting, tracking, immersive feeling. That being said, I feel the gameplay of Monster Hunter World is not my favorite. I think Monster Hunter 4 has slightly better gameplay. Just overall, I think like the overall, I should say like the combat gameplay is just a little bit more. I think World is it has a few things I think are a bit of a slip up, but I think Monster Hunter 6 is gonna be the best of both of World and Rise, and we're gonna have a really great game. I hope. Remember being devastated reading the last book in the Mari Nui story arc. Yeah, if y'all don't know anything about Bionicle, then 2007 hit different when I was a kid. Like, the ending of 2007 story arc, I cried. Real men cried there. You guys don't even know. Did I already eat? I did already eat. And I didn't even know if I got the Gyrototus stuff I needed. I think the generational gap between the different pieces of media and stuff people like is really interesting, not to mention it also has a lot to do with what people are exposed to with their family. Absolutely. And with the internet, too, things have really changed. Well, the proliferation of the internet. And kids that have been raised on the internet rather than kids that were introduced to the internet. as they, you know, got older. Like, I was introduced to the internet. I wasn't raised on it. But there's some kids nowadays that they're introduced to it. All right, so let's do this. Let's upgrade my Giratotus. Let's make it, because I want to make I need to make a Rathian. Shoot. I've got to forge another. I could also make it this way, but then I lose the plate. So I'm gonna go with this. But now upgrade. Yep, iron ore. These upgrade trees are... Oh, no! I gotta fight it again? That's okay. Let's fight Giratotus again. That's okay. Yeah. Wouldn't be a Pikmin fan if I hadn't found your channel. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like that. Hearing that. Special Arena Baroth. But I never captured a Baroth. Or did I? Did I? I don't remember capturing a Baroth. Whatever. Would you be hyped for an HD remake of Monster 2 DOS with whatever fixes needed to make the game easier to get into? That's a tough question. Because when you quote unquote fix the game, keep the applesauce bowl on your shelf desk and name it Clarence. SOS flares. I don't need an SOS flare. I'm not going to put the applesauce. When you introduce quote unquote fixes to a Monster Hunter title, any video game, you are fundamentally changing what that video game is. So it is complicated. If we could like specify what those changes are, then maybe like if they release, they'll never do this. They're never going to re-release the old Monster Hunter titles. But if they hypothetically re-released Monster Hunter 2, but they added, let's say, you know, the modern controls, I'd love that. I would think that that would be awesome. I would love if they just took original Monster Hunter 2 and they just updated the controls and like that was it. And I mean maybe like they improved the graphics or something. But if they kept the game relatively the same otherwise, then that'd be great. The only like quality of life changes I would probably like is like sending your items to your item box, and like that's it. Like I still want like the limited item space, and I still want the incentive to like sell your items, but I just think that it's not, I don't think you can still do all that without like with the ability to send items to item box directly from like quest end. Frankly, I would much rather just Monster Hunter 6. I don't really want a remake. If they were to remake any game... No, I don't know. I don't really want them to remake any game. I just want Monster Hunter 6. I just want them to do something new. I played all the titles, like, a lot, so... I don't need to put more hours into another title. Double the size of Applesauce hitbox. That'd be the one change, double the size of Applesauce hitbox. That'd be funny. This off topic, but I've been playing MGS2 recently, and not only did I totally predict how much garbage would brew on the internet, but I would also predicted new AI stuff in the background. Yeah, there's MGS2 is a fantastic game, and it has some really good predictions. I'm pretty sure like a lot of like the writing in MGS2 was like taken from like books that Kojima was like reading excuse me, it was like reading and like media that he was just like ingesting. So it's not like the game itself predicted a lot of this stuff. It's based off of like other predictions made by other people. I know that like way back when like memes were first introduced, that was before there really was much of like memes on the internet the way that we know it. But memetics were first like coined a long time ago. The AI stuff, that's crazy though. Okay, so hot take about this game. It's not really a hot take. This is a lukewarm take. I do not think that Gyarados is the best water monster, and I think that like the water monsters in this game are like not the best. Like, what do we have for water monsters? We have... Are you serious right now? You have Gyarados and Coral Puke Puke. Coral Puke Puke is slightly better. But, yeah, the water monsters in this game are... not good. Can you let me sharpen my swordy sword? Friend? Do you think there will be a new mechanic in Monster Hunter 6? Yeah, I think that they're... I'll be honest, I don't think they're going to do underwater combat again. Because of the implementations of it is just... I ran out of stamina again. Is Namiel not a water... Oh, Namiel! I completely forgot about Namiel. Namiel is a good water monster. Okay, they... Okay, I'll give them that. They added one really good water monster, and that was Namiel. I love Namiel. But yeah, whatever the new mechanic is in Monster Hunter 6, I hope it's good. I hope it's interesting. But also, I kind of hope they do a bit of a return to form. And maybe, like, there's no... Like, the gimmick of Monster Hunter 6 is simply that it's like more of like a survival game. Like the gimmick is like, oh, it's tough and it's heavy and difficult, and like you can still have like cool like gameplay that's like really fun and action packed, but they put bigger focus on like limited supplies and your survival, and the monsters are even deadlier, and you got to use more tricks. Like they really double down on it instead of because right like basically the monsters just need to be like extremely aggressive, like and the player needs to like not have a lot of abilities with their weapon. That's what I'd like. And extremely imposing. Like I want like Gravios and Plesioth again. I want them to like actually be scary. If the game is just like more kind of like thriller based and like more like ooh, it's scary, they're monsters, that'd be cool. Because I felt that I haven't really been scared by a monster in Monster Hunter in a long time. I think geez, like only the first Gen 1, 2, and 3 are the only games where like I'm actually like afraid of a monster. And I guess like maybe like endgame Monster Hunter 4, but yeah, I don't know. Gyarados got a buff. Yeah, Gyarados just got like way too much health in Rise. It's just like a terrible damage sponge like everything else. So you want Wild Heart's volatile monsters. I still haven't played Wild Hearts. I don't think I will. I'm not super into like Monster Hunter clones. I just don't have the time for it, you know. I barely have the time to play Monster Hunter. Never stop attacking and spinning. Oh. I'm almost done this applesauce, my friends. Just a little bit left. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. I also hope that they double down on the kind of like the big open map idea that World and Rise were doing, and I hope that the next game has an even bigger maps and I hope that with the giant maps, they're able to come up with like new methods of travel that don't feel like the wire bug in terms of like just like you're just going like way too fast and like you're just zipping around like you're a superhero, but rather like something that's like a bit more down to earth. And I don't know if that would mean like palamutes again, but like maybe maybe I don't know, maybe like you get like a glider or something. I don't know. I also want a game that has like binoculars and you actually like use the binoculars to like scout the monsters. Like so if you get yourself to like a vantage point, you take out the binoculars, and then if you like see the monster in the binoculars, then it's like marked on your map. Like that'd be cool. Like it like relays the information to like the hot air balloon, and then the hot air balloon keeps you updated on where the monster is. That'd be cool. There's too many ways to manipulate the monsters in the newer games. There's too many abilities that the hunter has. It was definitely different back when the hunter only had like 1 or 2 attacks, not a lot of combos, and it was like hit and run. Like the whole thing was hit and run. And I think that if Monster Hunter can return to sort of that hit and run combat gameplay, that'd be cool, and I think that they could make it work. Using resources to play ziplines could be a way of doing it. Yeah, maybe. I want a video game that actually scares me. I want some good old-fashioned spooks. I think they'll bring back siege monsters like Gog or Dalmadur. Love your discussion videos. Thank you. Opinions on orange juice? Orange juice rocks. I like fruit. I like fruit a lot. That's some good apple juice. Do I think they'll bring back siege monsters? I don't know. I think like the classics will always come back. Like Lao Shen Lung will probably come back at some point. Elatron and Fatalis, and like Amatsu are bound to come back. Gog, Dalmadur, and Dire. I don't know. Dalmadur would be awesome, but I think that he would be probably really difficult to implement into like a modern title. I think he like a lot of the siege monsters, like Dalmadur especially, he's designed for classic Monster Hunter, and new Monster Hunter is a lot different. Things are different. I don't know. I don't know if I got the item I needed, so let's find out. Let's go. Giratotus. I did not. Do I have to capture him? Hunter's notes. Giratotus. I still haven't... Do I have to talk to the little gremlins? Is it just me, or Pink Rathian for you was the greatest threat in the game on the same level as Plesioth and Freedom Unite? Yeah, whoa, misgendered. Pink Rathian was very difficult, and I really liked that. I think Pink Rathian should have been... Here we go. Here we go. I updated the field guide. Rewards, Aquasac. Oh, it doesn't tell you. Do I have to hunt it? I forgot this is not Rise. Thoughts on Pikmin 4? I'm excited for Pikmin 4. What's my least favorite monster in the series? That's really easy, Magnamallow. That's such an easy answer. I really don't like Magnamallow. Amatsu is a good fit for Rise. He's fine. I've never been an Amatsu fan. I just don't care for Amatsu. Sorry about talking about Monster. I've never played the series, but I love your streams and just want to talk about it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Talk about whatever you want. I like a lot of different things. I like a lot of different franchises. And I have an understanding of like a lot of different franchises, even the ones I'm not really super into. Do I know item label? I've heard of it. I probably, if you jogged my memory, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, no, I know what that is, because I remember seeing that. Not really a fan of Matsu either, but between the more Eastern aesthetic and the whole, you know, flying thing, it feels risey. And yeah, absolutely. Like, it's definitely, like, it's good for Rise. It's just, I personally just have no interest in a Matsu, and if the final update is just a Matsu, I'm not gonna boot up Rise for it. I don't have a lot of drive to keep playing Rise. Velkhana is awesome. Velkhana was exactly what I needed for Rise, and I think Velkhana should have just been in the game. I think that we need more subspecies as well as more Elder Dragons for the end game. I think that they did a good job so far, but I would like if they just kept doing more updates for Rise while they work on Monster Hunter 6, and just, you know, keep stringing us along. I would almost prefer if they just did like another full expansion for Sunbreak. While we wait for Monster 6. I just want them to make Monster 6 like really good. I want to make sure they don't rush it. I'm worried that they probably have like this like quota they got it. Cool. I'm worried they have a quota they have to like meet, where they're like, oh, we got to release the next Monster Hunter by this such and such time, and it's got to meet like a certain amount of money. And that's just like worrisome to me, and I think that like the passion will die. There was a lot of passion in World. They really wanted to take it in a different direction, and if you read any of like the interviews, they like clearly were like, okay, like Monster Hunter, if we really change it up, we could bring in a whole new audience. And they're like, let's just put like a really fresh coat of paint on Monster Hunter, and that's what World was. It was bold, ambitious, and I think that it paid off, and it's now set the stage for future Monster Hunter games. And I just hope that Monster Hunter 6 kind of does the same thing, has that same level of like, okay, let's try something new, and I hope that it really delivers. Opinions on Star Wars? Oh, where do we begin? I'm a big Star Wars nut. I'm a George Lucas fan, so anything that was made by George Lucas is Star Wars to me. I think some of the extended universe stuff in the old like Legends lore is good, but not all of it. I definitely have not read all of it. I think that the stuff made by Dave Filoni is alright, and I can enjoy it. So that's like the newer Disney stuff. But like that like weird era from like 2015 to like 2019 for Star Wars was like, that was, I don't know about that. I don't know if I vibe with that. I would really like for mid-level monster bosses to get further evolution, like a Great Jaggy becoming like a larger monster. Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you had like, you know, like Daimo Hermitar, but then later on you fight like a super Daimo Hermitar. I guess that kind of happened in Generations, right? Yeah. Prequels are pretty good movies. Oh my goodness, everyone's asking me Star Wars questions now. Yeah, no, I love the prequels. My favorite Star Wars movies are The Phantom Menace and Empire Strikes Back. I think that they're both fantastic films for different reasons. I think The Empire Strikes Back is just a really great 80s film. And I think the Phantom Menace is a really wonderful experiment by George Lucas, and he really was ambitious and bold, and he was just wanted to do what he wanted to do, and I really like what he did with it. The Greater Jaggy. Opinions about Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I didn't vibe with it. I I didn't even beat it. I didn't even play every level. I was so out of it. What's your thought? Oh, yeah, so you don't like... There's a bunch of questions. So you don't like Rogue One? I liked Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was fine, but I've not really been a fan of Andor. I can't get into it. I've been trying to watch it, but I'm just like, To me, it's just like, that's not really what I'm looking for Star Wars. I like that they're offering like a lot of different things. So it's like, if you like Andor, then you can watch Andor. If you like Mandalorian, you can watch Mandalorian. I like that there's lots of options for fans, and whatever they consider Star Wars to be, it's there. It's there for them. Favorite Star Wars starfighter? I like the TIE Fighters. I really like the TIE Fighters. Those are my favorite. Thoughts on Frontier, and what monster from Frontier do you want to see? I want Abio Rogu. Or that's like, I think might be one of my favorite. It might be my favorite Frontier monster. Other than Hypnocatrice. I also like Hypnocatrice. Best line in sequel trilogy, somehow Palpatine returned. It gets really good after episode 2. My guy, I'm on like episode like 10, and I'm like, where does it get good? Where does it get good? I'm a big original trilogy era fan, so I was kind of a sucker for Rogue One. Yeah, there you go. And I do like Jar Jar. I think Ahmed Best did a really great job with the character. I think Jar Jar is a great, fine character. He does his job. He's a bit of a racial stereotype, but like, I'm gonna give it a pass because there's a lot of racial stereotypes in Star Wars, and it's just like, I don't know. I've been talking too much. I need some water, I think, actually. There's some Mountain Dew right here. Let's keep me going. I shouldn't put it there. It'll make like loud banging noise with the microphone. By the way, how is the sound? Can you guys hear the game just fine? Let me check. The game is kind of quiet. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Y'all will never tell me. That's the curse of streaming. You go like an hour in, and they're like, oh yeah, the volume sucks. Opinions on the Star Wars and Studio Ghibli crossover, like the 3-minute short. I just didn't care for it. Yay, Aquasac! I got it. What kind of spin-offs would work with the Monster IP except turn-based RPG? Spin-offs. Why do I always hit the canteen when I want to go to the workshop? Spin-offs from Monster Hunter. I do want a survival game. Like, I want like a full-blown survival game, Monster Hunter. I also want like a Pokemon Snap type Monster Hunter game. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Alright, Mudslide Blade. Hey Jacob, do you think a Savannah Gammoth subspecies inspired by the Columbian mammoths is something Capcom would do? I can see a palette swap for the male fight, for a male fight, but I want more, like, basically like elephant mammoths. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there's a reason why Gammoth did not come back, and I think it's because Gammoth doesn't really work for modern Monster Hunter. If they went back to sort of like a classic way of doing things, then maybe Gammoth could work. A subspecies would be awesome, though, obviously. Absolutely. I love a subspecies of Gammoth or any monster. I love subspecies a lot. I think that some subspecies are better than the original monster, and in other words, like they should they should bring back Viper Toby Kadachi and not regular Toby Kadachi for the next game. Okay. I upgraded this, right? This is Mudslide Blade 2? Mudslide Blade 1. That is not the right one. There we go. I have to ask, why did you watch basically all of a show you didn't like? Well, that's the thing. I was trying to like it. I was hoping it would keep... I was like, okay, well, the next episode has gotta, like, get me. And let me tell you, this has been a slow process watching Andor. I watched, like, the first, like, 3 episodes and was like, no. And then I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And I watched another 3. And now it's like, I watch an episode, like, a week. If I'm like, yeah, like, I'm, like, just, like, really, like, I have nothing else to do. I'm like... try it. Everyone says it eventually gets good, so let's give it a shot. Opinions on brisk iced tea? It's fine. I have not eaten yet. I just go chef's choice platter because I just don't give a shit. There's kind of a buzzing. Is there a buzzing? How bad is the buzzing? Is it like the microphone? Hold on. Did that get rid of it? We're like an hour in and you all are like, oh yeah, there's a buzzing sound. It could be my ears. What? Hold on. Hold on. Let me just... Is it better? Did I kill the buzzing sound? You can't have a live stream without some awful troubleshooting. It's... Is it better? Did I kill the buzzing? There's a buzzing, it got a little louder. Oh, that's from the... I unplugged my speakers. I wasn't sure if that was causing it. How did I make it worse? What did I do to make it worse? This buzzing is still... Let me try to like listen to it on my end. Oh, it's awful. Ew. Ew. Yeah, I don't... I don't know where it's coming from. Because I turned off like a bunch of the stuff. It's straight up staticky. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Why did this fall? I have this plushie. It's not really a plushie, it's more like a pillow. I think it's the Mac. The mic? Yeah, I think it's the mic too, but I don't know. Hold on. Is it gone? Could be some random setting in OBS messing with the audio, but who knows? There's no way it's that. The mic must be sacrificed. Oh god. It's yeah, I think it's the mic. It's not as bad anymore, right? Like, I can hear it. I have the monitor on. It's not as bad now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and move the mic. Is it worse if I put it there? Hold on. Okay, so it's definitely positioning. Yeah, it's positioning. Yeah, if I move it... Nope, nope. What is it? It's something's interfering. If I move the cord... We're good? We're good. I need a better mic. Let's be real here. So sorry. So sorry about that. Actually, hold on. I need to like strip a bit because it's getting really, really hot in my room. Ugh. Don't worry, I won't go shirtless. I ain't going shirtless. And actually, while we're here, I'm also gonna just open up my window. Let's get a cold wind. Heck yeah. Oh, it smells like weed outside. That's not such a heck yeah. Alright, so we're gonna fight Rathian now. Anyway, Andor definitely is kind of a slow burn, but it's generally very well written. I get why some people can't get into it. Like, I'm not dissing the show. Like, I mean, when I say, like, oh, it hasn't gotten good, like, I'm just playing around. Like, I think it's a decently fine show. It's just, to me, it's not what I want. I'm kind of just getting through it because it's like, well, it is Star Wars, and I like Star Wars, and if this is the new canon, I might as well, like, get into it. Because, like, every once in a while, there'll be, like, a little thing that's cool. Like, oh, that's a cool TIE fighter. I like the Stormtrooper there. He looks cool. That'll be a cool toy. I went the wrong way. This is not the way to go to get to Rathian. I don't know what I was thinking. YouTube chat doesn't have crab emoji? This is the worst. Favorite Star Wars Visions episode? Oh, now we're talking. I like the one with, like, the rabbit. Which one was my favorite? My favorite one was the one by Production IG, I think. I think that one was my favorite. I like the second Trigger one, the second Studio Trigger one, I felt that the first Studio Trigger one felt like it was trying too hard to be Trigger, and it didn't feel like Star Wars. The Production IG one was, I think, definitely my favorite. That was like the long one. No way, you look like young Mark Hamill? Yeah, really? You think that? How much time have you spent on Starlight Platinum? How much time did I spend on Starlight Platinum Episode 3? It took like 6 months to write and 2 months to film. It went through major script revisions. Like at one point, Starlight Platinum Episode 3 originally had like a completely different ending. Sans Jehovah wasn't even going to be a character. This is like my old Pikmin fanfiction lore for the Monster Hunter people. They're like, what is he talking about? I did like these Pikmin fanfiction videos with like Pikmin plushies, and there's an episode called Starlight Platinum Episode 3, and in that episode, the people of the universe transform the entire universe into a mecha to fight God. It's pretty crazy. Starlight Platinum. Oh jeez, there's a bunch of stuff. Do you think Olimar can kill Rathalos with max Pikmin? Okay. Now, I know we were talking about spin-offs earlier, but do you know what I want so bad? I want a Pikmin Monster Hunter crossover. And specifically, I want, like, a Pikmin game that's, like, super heavily inspired by Monster Hunter. If I could get a Pikmin spin-off that's, like, a hunting game, that would be, like, my favorite game of all time. Like, it would be so cool. Because the monsters in Pikmin are really cool, and they kind of have the same vibe as Monster Hunter, where they all feel like they could be kind of real. At least in, like, the first 2 gens of Pikmin. Gens. The first 2 games of Pikmin, the monsters feel a bit kind of like, you know, there's some, like, logic behind it. But then as the series went on, the monsters started to get a little bit more, like, silly and comical, and kind of like Monster Hunter. Like, eventually you get shit like Magna Mallow and... Oh, jeez. I'm gonna... heal me! Thank you. You look like a lot of people. Yeah, I just look like a generic white guy. 2 post question on my end. There are certain subspecies ones that have slight visual difference, top of the color, green night, subspecies of visual connector, and desert celtis duo, and a few. So my question to you is how you feel if certain subs from previous games were given those kind of physical difference. Like if Green Plesioth was like given like more visual difference. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really make it's not really a big impact on me. Do you see the Bullfango? That's a Bullfango! Yo, what's up? I want a Pikmin game where you play as a Hawkitation bounty hunter. That would be damn good! I don't know, I find that, like, a lot of the classic subspecies are really cool to me because they have, like, they're literally just, like, a color swap. And I like that. I vibe with that. In real life, in our world, there's a lot of animals that literally will just have, like, a slight color difference, but they're basically the exact same animal. You see, what I would like is if you're hunting, like, a Rathian, and it just has a chance of being a pink Rathian, but it, like, has no effect on gameplay. That's what I would like. And the alternate, like, it would basically just be like a shiny. That's what I want. Or like, you know, like other slight variants. Like maybe it's like a Rathian that's slightly more green, or a Rathian that's slightly more brown. And then when you hunt it, it gives you like specifications on like what the hide and scale colors were, and maybe you get like more money if you hunt like a rare color. And then by hunting the rare color, you like unlock it as like a pigment color for your armor. So you just have to make like one set of Rathian armor, but you can get like the pink and the and like maybe like the other variants, like a more brown one, maybe like a more like olive colored Rathian. I don't know. It'd be cool. Universe mechas like Bionicle, these are the cinematic parallels. Yeah, literally. My Pikmin series took a lot of influence from Bionicle. It was heavily inspired. Bullfango? Oh, that's the Rathian tail. Mosswine? Hold on. That's not a Mosswine. It's a Bullfango. Get 'em, boys. I always wanted a Pikmin set on Super Metroid's planet. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love a Pikmin game where they go to other planets. If they go to, like, Mars and, like, the other planets of the solar system, that'd be really cool. The struggle is real in film writing. Yeah. Monsters 6 should deal with monsters that are called human eaters, monsters that actually go to humans due to being developed a taste for human flesh. Adds horror. Yeah, I would love that. I'd love a little bit more horror in the game. What if we throw a bird into a paint bucket? That would be awful. Is that how you get a subspecies? What's my favorite subspecies? Maybe Stygian Zynogar. I also love Plum Diamohermitar and Azure Rathalos and Pink Rathian. I actually really love them. I love Azure Rathalos. Don't care what anyone says. I think he's beautiful and a good monster. He's meant to stay in the air a lot. That's the gimmick of the fight. I wouldn't want the King of the Skies to be on the ground all the time, or a pushover. I want him to be annoying. I like my monsters nice and annoying. Yeah, Plum Diamohermitar, Azure Rathalos, Pink Rathian, love Stygian, Brute Tigrex. Beautiful. What else do I like? Fulgur Anjanath and Viper Toby are both really good. Aurora Somnicanth I actually like. With Somnicanth I'm kind of like, I do like Aurora Somnicanth's look. I like the look. I don't think it makes any sense practically. Bionicle, Star Wars, Evangelion, Metal Gear, that series was a mix of a lot of things. Yeah, I took a lot of influence from a lot of different things. Lots of Gainax anime. I was heavily inspired by, yeah, Star Wars, Bionicle, Monster Hunter is also in there. Yeah. If you're looking for a crazy series, a crazy YouTube series about a couple Pikmin that end up fighting Satan, yeah, watch Twig and Pick. It's like 48 hours long, and it's 200 episodes, movies, and shorts that are just this anthology that I made on my other channel. And a lot of people have said it's good, so I think it's good. By the way, the question regarding me using Twig as a name for a Pikmin series, am I still allowed to use it? Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. What enemies do you dislike from each Pikmin game, and what are your favorites? You can include Hey Pikmin if you want. What enemies do I dislike from each Pikmin game? What do I dislike? Pikmin 1... maybe the Gulix. I think he's silly. Kind of stupid. Pikmin 1... I really like Pikmin 1 and 2's enemies. Pikmin 3 is like when it gets dumb. Like, I hate some of the bosses. The Cul-shaded Crushblat. Like, that shit, like, that's just stupid. It's just bug-eyed, is it Hermitar? What the hell is it called? Not Hermitar. Hermicrab? Hermitar. It's not Hermitar. Why do I keep wanting to say Crawmad? The bug-eyed Crawmad. I hate that one. I think that one's disgusting. Yeah, I guess maybe Withering Blowhog is kind of annoying, but I like Withering Blowhog. This is why Pikmin needs a Monster Hunter clone game spin-off. Like, can you imagine? Like, you're a Pikmin, but you have to, like, upgrade your weapons, and you get, like, a toothpick, or, like a sewing needle as, like, a lance. Or maybe you make, like, a sword out of, like, I don't know, anything. But then, like, yeah, you go up to, like, the ball orb, and you have to, like, hit it, and you're a Pikmin. It'd be so cool! Gotta go. Okay, goodbye, Paperboy. What else was being said here? Recently found your channel. Enjoy it a lot. Thank you, Dan. Decrepit Dan. Welcome. Thank you. Savage Deviljho. What about Savage Deviljho? What was that in response to? Favorite subspecies? Oh, I don't know. What if they did away with the pre-scripted monster moves and made attacks AI generated at some point? You could randomize body part sizes so large wing Rathian could fight differently. For instance, I could see that idea of yours about RNG chance would be a great way to bring back hardcore monsters from Frontier into the main series, or at very least a successor. Maybe? Maybe. Hello, Derp. Sup, boys. This one. Rathian. Yes! I got a Rathian weapon. Yeah, frick, I'm, like... We're so far into the game and we still don't have a fire weapon, which is annoying. What other weapons can I upgrade? Great Jagras, but like this is not really. I guess I could fight Sitsu, Gyros. Like, it's not worth it though. Like is paralysis even like good? Oh, Toby. We should fight Toby. Yeah, why not? Let's fight Toby. I could try out the new poison weapon, but I don't know how good poison is in, like, low rank. Well, let's just see what the attack power is. But hold on. Let's select Toby first. Here we go. The current situation. 468 attack. That's not bad. I'm sure the sharpness is good too. I didn't even look at it. That's alright. Haven't heard the word frick in a while. Yeah, sorry. Do you want me to swear? I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird because like I have been swearing lately, like which is something I didn't used to do, but for these streams, I don't know if I should be swearing or not. If you are comfortable with that, am I allowed to say the fuck word? Like, is that okay, or is that too far? Is that going too far for y'all? You gotta let me know. Oh, is he weak to poison? I don't care. You can swear. Okay. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I get it. I love it when it rains here. It's so cool. Ooh, what's this? Old footprints. Toby Kadachi has been through these parts. Is this the context of getting demonetized? I don't really care about getting... I mean, I would not want to get demonetized, what have I said? But, you know, it's more or less about, like, what you guys prefer, because, I know some people, maybe they're like watching it with some kids or something, because I know in my videos I don't normally swear that much. Hi, Toby. Let's poison you a bit. Why not? Oh, he's already poisoned. Wow, he is weak to poison. Hey Toby, loved you in Spider-Man 3. I gotta build a Lego Toby. That'd be cool. The jungle of the ancient forest in Monster World is very similar to Lake Horo from Bionicle. You can see the cinematic parallels in the wildlife. The Vespoid are very clearly reminiscent of the Nui Rama. Side news, got 3U and 4U cheap because of the eShop closing sale. Yeah, I heard about that. I still own all the games on physical copy. The only game I don't own physically is, what was it? Monster 2. And I guess like the original Freedom 2, I don't own that. I have Freedom Unite, but I don't own the original Monster 4. I own 4 Ultimate, obviously. And then, I don't own a physical copy of Rise. I, never bothered to get it, because digital was faster. I could get it, like, the night all. People love the idea of more horror Monster, but the reason I love Monster is the dissonance between the story of a monster destroying the world, and the palicos and mission descriptions being mostly funny. I think that there's room for both. I think that's probably what you're saying. Is that there's room for both. I would hate it to be all serious. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I think that there's like a time and place for when it's silly, and I feel that Monster Hunter has allowed too much of it to be a little bit silly over the years. That's my opinion, though. I know some people are comfortable with where it is and how it's been. So it's all up to personal taste, of course. A bone pile. Jacob, what dinosaur do you wish to see in Monster Hunter? Personally, I want to see a underwater Spinosaurus, but only if underwater returns. A Spinosaur would be cool. A Spinosaur-inspired monster, I mean, would be cool for as an underwater like brute wyvern. That would be very cool. I think that most would agree with that. Dinosaur that I want to see, a Baryonyx, which is also a Spinosaur. But yeah, a Baryonyx inspired monster would be cool. Otherwise, like I feel that maybe like an aggressive like Ankylosaur type monster, or like an Ankylosaur wyvern, that would be cool. Maybe. Because we've got most dinosaurs sort of covered, and I want it to be like obviously like a mix of like the wyvern type monsters too. So I wouldn't want it to just be like, oh, it's such and such dinosaur just pulled straight out of a dinosaur like book and just like slapped into Monster Hunter. Like I find that like even like Kulu Yaku is fine. I think Suzu Yaku is just a little bit too close. Even Great Jaggy is kind of pushing it a bit, and Great Baggy. Gemprey is also pretty close to like just basically just being a dinosaur. Wow. I joined late, but might ask, why are you playing World? Because I like World. World is a good game. People are like, wait a minute, but I thought you don't like World. Yeah, a lot of time has passed since I made my my video. Oh right, I have Mountain Dew. I was like, where's my water? The Nuijaga inspired the design for Akira Vashimu and Jebiya. In this thesis, I'll explore the cinematic parallels between Bionicle and Monster Hunter. I remember the Lunagaron quest with all the dead monsters. Freaking creepypasta. Water element Spinosaur Brute Wyvern would be cool. There's already a ton of fan concept for the monster. Great Jaggy is awesome. Hey, I want y'all to know, I'm a Great Jaggy fan. Great Jaggy, I should have mentioned this earlier. Jaggy is one of my absolute favorite small monsters of all time. Love the Jaggy. Love it, love it, love it. Great Jaggy is awesome. Oh, you know his noise he makes? Yeah. Here we go. Now let's do that. Aquasac. I need 2 more Aquasacs. Who designed this game? Who was like, yeah, you need 2 Aquasacs to upgrade the harvest box. Nah. 5 Shamos hide? Is there a quest to fight Shamos? Jamo. No. Maybe it's in here? Yeah, here we go. Arcadios is obviously a Tarakava reference. I'm so glad that there's people in here who are also Bionicle fans. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I was actually thinking, like, what I wanted to do is I wanted to, like, play, like, a quest of World, and then, like, I would just switch over to Monog and, like, play, like, a chapter of Monog. But I felt that, like, that would alienate the audience too fast. I keep going to Canteen. It's fine. I didn't need to really go to the workshop anyway. I mean, I should, because I need to check if Toby Kadachi is. You think Monster games should have 2 different series, like Metroid as mainline and Prime? Have more horror elements. The other would be more fantasy, of less realistic monsters. I think that if they could keep going and have, like, the next game be, like, you know, more of, like, a World, but even more of the opposite that Rise was going, and the next Rise game would be, like, more anime style, then yeah, like, absolutely. And I think that's already sort of, like, what's happening with the Monster Hunter franchise. Like, there's definitely 2 camps. 2 styles. Electrosax. Where do you get Electrosax? Is that from Kieran? Can you only get Electrosax from Kieran, or can you get that from Toby? I guess I'll have to find out. It wouldn't make any sense if it was on Toby. Lego crazy for not releasing a big budget Bionicle game now when nostalgia's highest. It just costs too much money. Let the fans do it, you know? Like, yeah, the nostalgia is high, but, like, is there really a market? Like, okay, like, if you really think about it, okay, let's say, like, you know, like 1 million people were really into Bionicle. Like, let's just say. Nowadays, most, like, I would say maybe, like, 10,000 of that million probably still care, or even have the nostalgia enough to be like, yeah, I want to play this. It's totally dinosaur, but I don't think that's really a bad thing. Yeah. Jacob, you can't change your opinion on the internet. You said you didn't like World, and that's the way it is. I did? Did I actually say I didn't like World? Like, I'm trying to remember what I actually said in my video. I think I just had, like, criticisms of World, but I don't think I ever said it was like, oh, this is a bad game. I think that the story has a lot of issues, but I also think that the game, like, really innovated. What I really wanted to do is I really wanted to make, like, a follow-up video that was basically like an apology. To be like, yeah, I was really harsh on World, but that is not my end-all thoughts on World. I think if World is a fantastic game, it's, like, right behind 4, maybe, as my favorite. 3 has gone down over the years. I think I only like it for, like, the nostalgia sake. Bring back underwater combat. They could do a Baraki type wyvern. Dude, Namiel is literally Godunka. Namiel is Godunka with wings. Monster 3U Desert Island is Gawahi? Yeah, literally. Godunka monster would be fantastic. Yeah. Electrosax should come from Toby. Okay, good to know, good to know. I understand Like is the only mainline flagship that hasn't made it to the 5th gen. Makes me wonder if because of one of the issues. No, they should make 2 Monster games at the same time. Fans of World and one for Rise. Ooh, that would be expensive. Need World 2. I really would like Monster to have a good darker tone. Monsters that did it for me are the Megalas and the Black Dragons. At that point, though, it's not really a darker tone. That's just, like, edgy for the sake of edgy. Like, if you want, like, dark, like, ooh, evil dragons, just, like, dude, just play Dark Souls. Or, like, that's, I don't know. I think, like, if you want, like, dark tone Monster Hunter, there's Monster Hunter 1. That game is, like, quite moody. And I mean, I think that's, like, kind of, like, a better balance of... That's more of an opinion, you know. You can like whatever you like, you know. I don't want to take it away from you, right? Like, oh my goodness, if you just want more Black Dragons, that's fine, and that's totally cool. And Shamos' eyes glow in the dark. Yeah, it is cool. Never apologize for any opinion. That's true. I don't know, because I feel like it's not just that I had the opinion. I also, like, caused a bunch of people to, like spread these, like, they would just, like, mindlessly just agree with what I had said. They were like, oh yeah, like, World sucks. And I'm like, guys, that's not the point I'm making. Dalmadur should get a turf war of Matanui. Yo, the Great Spirit Matanui versus Dalmadur. Matanui is, like, significantly larger. He's something like, what, like a million... Isn't he like 1,000,000 miles high or something? Like, he's, like, planet-sized or something. Like, he's giant. Hope Monster World 2 goes back to the location, having ancient civilization ruins on the map. They were so cool. World maps are fantastical, but lack the cultural touch. Yes, that was a big issue that I had with Worlds maps overall. That, like, it's missing that, like, post-war element, and that I think was a huge part of the dark tone of Monster Hunter is seeing the ruins and just, like, being reminded every single time you go out that, you know, human lives are fleeting, human civilization is fleeting. That no matter what you build, eventually it will crumble, that nature and chaos will take you. Nature and chaos is a huge theme in Bionicle. We're going to be talking about that. Large monster capture. We do mushroom. Nah, let's do that. Let's just have large monster capture. Ooh, deliveries. Shortcut to happiness. I don't want to have to fight Giratotus more. Like, that's so dumb. The only way to get Aquasax is Giratotus. If you want edgy anime stuff, God Eater is right there. Dark Souls slander. Did I slander Dark Souls? Dark Souls was another piece of work that heavily inspired Twig and Pick, my Pikmin series. If you... Like, Dark Souls music is, like, in, like, a ton of the episodes. A lot of, like, the moodiness and, like, the kingdom lore. That's all, like, heavily inspired by Dark Souls, so... Okay, let's fight another Toby. This is an addicting song. I'll give him that. It's a good song. Astera is a good song. Years have gone by, and it's like I've come to like Astera for certain reasons. I still don't think it's the best hub. The best is far from the best hub. I think Celiana is slightly better. It's just like, how did they even get the ship up there? Like, think about it. Like, really think about it. How did it get up there? Why would they... Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's silly how, like, they're like, they spent 50 years to build Astera, right? 50 years, they spent 50 years to build it, and all we get to see are these, like, gross looking, like, wooden shacks. But then, like, within, like a month, Celiana looks, like, amazing. What happened? Like, were the architects sleeping before, or did they just, like, summon some architects? Like, they're like, oh, well, we're tired of sleeping in boats. We want, like, a cozy cabin. So, can we bring in some people from the old world? Like, yeah, I don't know. Silly. There's so many stuff that's being said. Generations Ultimate Remake of World Graphics, that'd be cool. All the Monster games in 3DS are $3 right now. Wow. Alan Matanui is literally his face. Matanui is 10 million feet tall, but that's likely inaccurate. That's ridiculous. This stream just got dark. Bro, for real, do a video over the thematic overlaps between Bionicle and Monster. That would be amazing. I don't want edgy, but I really like the vibe that Shrade gives off. Yeah, well, it's definitely, like, that's, like, the pinnacle of, like, what human civilization could be, and it's fallen. It's destroyed. Like, Don Dorma is, like, the most fortified fortress in the Monster Hunter world, but even it is still, like it's constantly under siege. The more that they build up, the more they get attacked. Why is Toby not here? Rathalos! Hello! Aren't you a cutie? Hi, Rathy. Oh, yes. I love that sound so much. That's a mod, by the way. If you didn't figure that out, like, that's clearly modded. Toby is not here. I don't want edgy. Okay, it's from the wreck from the 5th Fleet arriving at the beginning of the game. And, like, I get that. Part of Mystery I like the most is how patched together it feels. I think, like, again, that's fine. It's just funny how Celiana is just like a fancy, like, cabin. Like, what happened? So richly detailed of many animation lavish arts that they lack that comfort. They lack that comfortable feeling of home. Yes. They feel like more like a work site, which is, yeah, it's all deliberate, but I definitely would prefer. Toby is not here. I never get into any Monster clones. There's just something about the OG franchise. Yeah. Again, like, the only Monster the only Monster clone I would ever get into is probably a Pikmin one, if there was a Pikmin one. I was super into Peace Walker, though, and Peace Walker is technically a Monster Hunter clone. Let's not go this way, actually. The thing about Dalmadur is probably like a large earthworm compared to Matanui. Oh, hi, Toby! Woo! Seriously, they're $3 each? According to the World Book, the boat was apparently tossed up there by Raging Storm when Kashella was fighting a mysterious black-colored dragon. I'm betting it was Namiel. Interesting! The whole boat got thrown up. Okay. What about Hunter's Blade? Best... Celiana and Poke Village are basically rivals now in terms of nostalgia theme. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in Celiana. More time than Astera. When I played a lot more of Iceborne than I did Base World. Played Peace Walker recently. It was alright. I like what it did with Big Boss's character. I really like Peace Walker. To me, Peace Walker is Metal Gear Solid 5. I think that Phantom Pain is an alright game, but I think that it was really artsy, and I don't know if it was necessarily the Metal Gear that I was looking for. I still think it's a great game, though. Did I just, like, tech that? How did I tech the roar? No village will beat out Moga. No village will beat out Moga. Yeah, Moga is very inspiring. Not inspiring. What am I saying? It's very nostalgic. The Monster Hunter title that I'm the most. Not the Monster Hunter title. What am I saying? The Monster Hunter village that I like headcanoned that my hunter was from is Port Tanzia. I like to pretend that my hunter is from Port Tanzia, and that's like his town. He's a Port Tanzian hunter. So like he knows how to swim, and he's like he's wrestled with a Lagiacrus in his life maybe once or twice. Yeah. I also like to pretend that my guy maybe has like not pretend, but you know, like if I were to create like an OC, is basically what I'm saying. If I had like an OC for like my hunter, yeah, he'd be from Port Tanzia, and he would have a pet Jaggy, but it would be like a domesticated Jaggy that was like bred to like not grow super big like a Great Jaggy. So it's kind of like a dog. I don't even know what I'm going on about now. I'm just saying things. Monster Hunter Dynamic Hunting really needs an HD remake. No. It literally is 5. You need to play it to understand Ground Zeroes. Yeah. A lot of I've seen people say to skip Peace Walker though, which is like sad. It's like, don't skip Peace Walker. Peace Walker is great. I feel like I'm the only Burna fan. Yeah, Burna has its fans. I think I like the song for Burna. I like their little sheep. They're cute little sheep. I have a headcanon for my hunter as well. He's from Moga. He basically just gives up his possessions every few years to learn more about the world and study new monsters. So he basically just resets. Yeah, that's cute. Open world Monster Hunter single player game spin-off would be cool. The gameplay is still the same but similar to Elden Ring progression. That'd be neat. Jaggy is basically the dog raptor. Oh. Og. Do you like the blood mod that I have? All my mods are like visual. There's not a lot of like gameplay changing ones. Like I guess like the Bullfango mod kind of changes the gameplay, but come on, Bullfango should have been in the game. There we go. And then of course I also have the mod that just removes the clagger, so I don't have to bother with using the what's it called? The Clutch Claw. Because I just don't like the Clutch Claw. Do you have a Discord? I have a personal Discord that's just for like my it's just for like my close friends. Online friends. I don't really have one that's public. I've thought about it. I just like I've run a Discord before. I don't know, it's a lot of work, and I don't like having to moderate. I like when people just do what they do, and I prefer... Oh, scale. Give me a scale. No, come on. I prefer when I don't have to worry about that, and I'm just like in other people's Discords. That's what I prefer. What am I doing? Do you like the colors on this Rathalos? That's also a mod. He looks really good, right? He's got the old Rathalos roar. So cool. Whether it be Moga Village or Gakoro, there's nothing quite like the fantastical village floating atop an otherworldly sea. I'm telling you, maybe I need to play Minogue. Boot up Minogue for a bit? Take you guys to Gakoro? I guess I skipped it back when I was first playing the games because I got bored. I was 10, but I also like Snake Eater, which was has similar cutscenes. Now that you mention it, which monster do you think could be domesticated or tamed? Well, like, you know, Aptonoff and Popo. There's the domesticated ones, which were probably bred to be like extra docile, even more docile than they already are in the game. And Jaggy could be good. I could see Jaggy being domesticated. Baggy as well. They could be domesticated if they're like bred to just not like grow giant. They like stay like a relatively normal size. Bullfango could be domesticated. Like any of the herbivores. A Gammoth could probably be domesticated. Maybe Royal Luderoth? But like, it would have to be like a pet. I'm just like thinking about all the monsters. Yankatku I could see also being domesticated. Like, it needs to be the monster that there's like lots of them and they're like quick to breed. So it'd be easy to like capture one, breed it, and then like keep breeding the ones that are you know, that are docile, and just keep breeding them. Rarity. Pulsar Strong Arm. I need another Electrosac? You serious? What are the drop rates on this stuff? I wanted to get onto like new content too, but here I am. Is there another? No. Yup. If I really just want a console PC monster game with underwater combat, caves, dynamic lighting, frontier monsters, some obscure monsters as the main focus. Yeah, I think everyone would want that. Does the mod change his feet? No, it does not change the Rathalos' feet. It doesn't actually change the model, it just changes the colors, textures. Uh-oh. My phone is gonna die, and... oh. I got outlets right here. Okay. I have my phone sitting here for the chat. Okay. Another Toby hunt. Oh, I want that Toby footprints. Elatron could be domesticated? Nah. Underwater Combat Monster World 2. How amazing would it be to have ocean environments with modern visuals? Think of all the fish. Pretty cool. Toby Kadachi is a pet? Maybe. It's kind of big. I don't know how often they breed. I also don't know how they are. Maybe could work. And oh, like Tetsukabra, absolutely. Tetsukabra could be like domesticated. I think that the one that the Guildmaster Hojo rides is like totally like that one's gonna be friendly when it grows up. We would hope. And maybe it was like bred. There's no way that he just like found a hello. There's no way that he just like found a Tetsukabra baby. That just doesn't happen. Because I think in the lore, don't like Tetsukabra eggs like stay close to like the mother, or they're like on the mother. So it had to have been like abducted. fog machine for your room so you can stream people. So when you stream, people can set off the fog machine via donations. Needs more fog. Hi, Rathalos. Where did Toby go? Toby goes in here? Toby. Is there a mod that adds fog to the world maps? Not really. You stole the Monster Stories style egg? Or you stole the egg Monster Stories style. Monster Stories is not canon. Sorry. It's its own world. I would love to see like Monster Riders in the main series though, and I think that they could integrate it like really cool and well. World has pretty good fog. Like there's fog here. It definitely helps make the backgrounds not look so cluttered, which is like one of my complaints with the game back when I played it on like PS4. I think that PC allows me to add more fog, so I think, or maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm just misremembering how this game looked. Rise needed way more fog. Rise did not have enough fog at all. Another scale? Where did Toby go? There he is. Rude Awakening. Possible hot take on my end, but I think that Boga Badu Rumu, the chunky mist gator wyvern, is a pretty underrated monster in terms of gameplay and ecology. Look, you Frontier fans, you be all like, look, this Frontier monster, it would actually be really cool for the game. I know, it's okay. I agree. I'm just joking around. It's actually like, it's just fun. It's just the names of the Frontier monsters are so silly to me. Come on. For how annoyingly dark world's environments can get. I love how dark they can get. I love it. I love when it rains here too. Oh, this is so cool. Deep, deep in the forest. Gonna hunt the Boga Bumbarum. Yeah. I wish that they would give me Rathalos scales. Is that another scale? That's footprints. Title update 5 should be Aptonoff and Iruzirion? Yeah. Yes. I know that monster, it's just I've never actually pronounced its name out loud. I've just, like, seen it, you know? Not as bad as Try's Pitch Black Caves. Yeah. Yeah, they're nowhere near as bad as that. And that was really cool. Especially when you fight Baroth or Giganox. Ooh, that's so cool. Did I get a Thunder Sack? I didn't even check the rewards. I wish we had a torch or something. A torch would be cool. I'm not really a big fan of the lighting engine in this game, to be honest. Funny thing is, part of the reason I want Frontier months to be brought over is so they can properly introduce and localize so they have easier to say names. Yes. Yes. That would be nice. I still don't have an Electrosack. Ooh. This game is torturing me. Join a quest. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Maybe I should be capturing him? We could try to capture him. If I actually remember traps this time. Personally, I thought World's honey gathering animation would be better. I just wish there was like more different like honey models for like the honeycomb, because it's just weird how they're all identical. I'm okay if like the herb is the exact same model. The honeycomb, it's more noticeable, and it's just like, come on, guys. Crafting lists. I have no ivy? What? Okay. I have no sleep herb? Can I buy that stuff? Trade yard. I'm so tired. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Are you serious right now? They do not have... I don't have any sleep herb? The melder isn't here yet either, and I don't think she'd even have it. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe there's sleep herb on the quest. Herbs are a collection of leaves on a plant. Honeycombs are one object and are way more odd looking for that reason. Yeah. Can you get sleep herbs here? Are those sleep herbs? Is that a sleep herb? No, that's an antidote. That's an antidote herb. I don't think sleep herbs are on this map. Unless that... No, that's a regular herb. Oh! Oh! Here we go. Hi, Toby. I need to go get some sleep herbs. There it is. Sleep herb. Okay, how many I get? 2! 2 is good enough. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to try and get some sleep. Good night, everybody. It's good to have your streams back, Jacob. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's good to chat with y'all. So... Okay, crafting list. Come on, Trank Bombs. Here we go. There we go. Hi, Jacob. Love your Lego series. Thank you. I should build a Toby Kadachi. He shouldn't be too difficult, right? Got a pretty simple design. I like his little fangs. His little spike eyebrows. Lego Anjanath with expanding nose and wing flaps. If I did Anjanath, I wouldn't do his, like, the form where he, you know, he's all, like, opened up. I wouldn't do it. It's just too much work. And, yeah. I know why they did it, why they gave him like the... Oh, there's Anjanath. Hello. I know why they gave him like the wing flaps and the nose thing, but I don't know, to me it looks quite silly. That's just my opinion. I like him when he's just regular Anjanath. The wing flaps are fine. The nose thing, I don't know. Next monster should have a custom quest feature, Hunters Composed event style quest. That would be cool. I feel like in the end though, most of like the custom quests would just be the exact same thing. And they would just be like, oh, here's a Rajang and a Deviljho and a Teostra in an arena. Yep. Jacob, are you at the Monster Hunter Old School Discord server? I am not at the Monster Hunter Old School Discord server. I don't join many Discord servers these days. I try to keep it to basically like my close group of friends, just because I don't have the time to keep up with it, and I've been trying to like focus on either like my personal friends or like my personal online friends, or I'm like real life friends, because it's so easy for me to just get like lost online and be like hyper focused on just like online relationships, and I don't really want that. I prefer like good relationships with people that I trust and I can really bond with and confide in. So I'm not really... I don't know, I'm kind of at the age where like I don't really... Not the age, but like I'm at a point where I've spent so much time online that like I just don't really want to deal with you know, having that fake internet personality every single time I join like a new Discord, where I'm like I have to try and get along with these people, and it doesn't feel real or personal, you know. I think Anjanath's nose would be interesting if it only expanded when he was sniffing for prey instead of being an enraged thing. I made a custom quest for you. I would put Gogmazios in the volcanic hollow. Fun fact, the game crashes if you break his Dragonator off in any area other than the battle quarters. That's interesting. Okay, don't move. Where are... There we go. Yep, that's 1, 2! I know, because these days it's developing Monster DOS online server, and I wanted to know about it. Have you played Monster DOS this year? No, I haven't. I know that there's a new, what's it called? There's a mod for Monster 2 that changes the controls to be like, the modern controls. I do want to try that. I feel like that would really take me back into the game. I got the Electro Sack. Because, I don't know, like, getting back into Monster 2 is like a commitment. Small monster, large monster. Let's go. Hi, full-time slacker. It's been a while. Yes. And I am very glad to be streaming. I should not have drank the Mountain Dew. I have to actually stop drinking Mountain Dew because it increases my anxiety. Like, it's bad. And, like, it's an addiction because I keep drinking it. I was like, sugar, it's juice. It's not juice. It makes me feel like, like, I'm like, woo, you know, like, and I'm just like, I need to stop, you know? I hate it. Oh, is this Otogaron? Ew! In order to make Otogaron, you gotta upgrade the... No! There's an English patch. Like, yeah, I also heard there's a new English patch for, Monster Hunter 2. Zuzu. So I gotta fight Zuzu. What is Zuzu weak to? Thunder. But I mean, I could. Yeah, let's do thunder. Thunder. Yeah, here we go. 443. Oh, it's stronger. Sharpness is a bit better. I got better affinity, and then the thunder probably takes it over. Brings it over. Monster is better for you. Be sure to smoke weed to hang out with your parents as well. No. Yeah, after I finish off these Mountain Dews, like, no more. Or maybe I'll just, like, auction them off to someone. Because, yeah, like, it's actually, like, really bad, guys. And, like, my anxiety goes up so bad. I need some water. I'll be right back. Woo! I'm back. Sorry about that. Ugh. There's a lot of DOS resource online, so more would be. There's not a lot. Yeah, no, there's not a lot. I know that the wiki, like the main Monster Hunter fandom wiki, like there's just like. There's like nothing on DOS. I had to go to like some really obscure websites. Whoa, wrong button, wrong button. Okay, here we go. Snow herb. I have not even picked that up yet. Picked that up. Sell me on your Patreon and I'll sub? Bet. Easy peasy. I'll sell you on Patreon. Do you guys see my cat? I don't know if... Hold on. Let me see if you can actually see her. See her? I adopted her, like a week ago. She's so cute. Nah, I love her. I love her. What's in here? Oh, can you like hide from monsters in here? Tsutsu. Hi, Tsutsu. Fluff ball spotted. What's her name? Hold her up to the camera. Her name is Lilac. That's the name of my cat in this save file too. When I adopted her, her name was Lilac. I just call her Lila. She's very, very, very cute. I'll hold her up to the camera after this quest. Oh, yo, you actually just pledged? Did you actually just sub to my... I appreciate that. Thank you. I just got the notification that you'd subbed to my Patreon. It really means a lot. Thank you. If there's any specific monsters that you'd like me to build, let me know. Binging your channel the past 2 weeks. Yeah, if there's any monsters you'd like me to build, let me know. Need to open this up again. It's getting too hot in my room again. Tsutsuyaku has too much health, in my opinion. Hi, I'm just here to express my love for this insane stream title. Yeah. You like the thumbnail too? I haven't even fought Anjanath yet. Well, I have, like, in the story, but, like, I haven't done it on stream yet. I was, like, planning on, like, hunting him, and I was gonna say, yeah, actually... He was going off about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, you missed it. I was explaining the cinematic parallels of Bionicle to Monster Hunter World. Bionicle's lore is pretty crazy. Like, I think, like, the coolest reveal is how, like, in year 1, like, in, like, Bionicle year 1, 2001, in the game... You go in underground. There's like an underground level. Not like level, but there's an area that's like underground. It's the underground village, Onokoro. And you go to their mine shaft. And you go down even deeper to the lowest level, their absolute lowest level that they have in this mine. And you hit a layer of like impenetrable like material. They just like, it's like Minecraft bedrock, right? Like they just can't get through this layer. And the Bionicle characters, the Matoran, they're like, we have no idea what this is, we can't get through it, we've got no idea. Eventually you do go into it, and that's where like the final boss is in the game. You don't fight the final boss, it's like a cutscene. You'd have to play the game, you'd understand. But they revealed, like, 10 years later that final, like, level that they couldn't reach was actually, like, the face of like their god, the Matanui. So cool. So cool. And if you saw it and you knew from the beginning, you'd be like, what? That was his face all along? Yeah, it was so cool. And that's why Elatrion is actually a red blood cell inside Matanui, and Fatalis is Matanui's self-doubt. I would say Fatalis is definitely like the Makuta. Yeah, Fatalis is the Makuta. Not like Makuta Pterodax, the Makuta. Yeah, I like the old lore a little bit better. Like I like what Christian Faber was doing with Bionicle. I don't like what Greg Farshty was doing with Bionicle very much. I feel that he like trivialized a lot of Bionicle and turned it from this like mythological story to more of this like dystopian sci-fi, which is cool in its own way, but also like I don't know, that's not really Bionicle to me. I didn't click on Bionicle. I didn't get into Bionicle because I wanted like Blade Runner. I got into Bionicle because I want freaking Blade Runner is not a good example. It felt like sci-fi fantasy novels rather than like this like deep symbolic myth about like conquering chaos and yeah. I don't know. Conquering uncertainty. Conquering illness. That's basically what Bionicle is. It's just the story of a man fighting cancer. Piercing pod. For the animation, Matsumi robot waking up from mind blow when we realized the animation of his eyes turning red. Yeah, that was such a mysterious and strange fantasy world. Really part of my childhood. Gang is on the proper rap. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I liked Bionicle 2001, 2, 3, and then I liked 6 and 7, 2006 and 7. Xenoblade is basically a Bionicle fanfic? Yeah? Really? I've not played any of the Xeno series. I heard that Xenogears and Xenosaga were heavily influenced by, like, Evangelion? Meanwhile, I just thought Bionicles as a child. I just wanted Bionicles as a child because I thought they looked cool. What a fool I was. Yeah, dude. There's a lot to unpack with Bionicle lore. Similarly, Monster Hunter is also about the struggles of man versus nature, impending disaster, order versus chaos. I didn't mean to put that away. I didn't mean to go to canteen. Wow, a lot of people have sent me text messages while I was streaming. I'll have to answer those when I'm done streaming. Ah! Sorry, my phone with the chat. There are actually thematic overlaps between the two universes. I think like really the only like big overlap with like Monster Hunter and Bionicle really is that like, and I'm talking like classic Bionicle, is that like nature versus chaos. No, what am I saying? What? It's humanity versus chaos, humanity versus nature. And like understanding that like the evils of nature is like it's only evil to like the human perception. Like these monsters are only evil because they impose on our way of life, because we believe that we're the masters of the universe, but we're not in control of the universe, but we want to be in control of the universe. I like there's like a lot of spiritual and sort of like religious sort of answers to why we are the way that we are when it comes to like wanting to have control over nature and like being constantly unhappy with who we are. And I think Monster Hunter really is just about that. I'm telling bro, make a video about this. I wanted to for a bit. Not like a Bionicle one, but like one where it just talks about, you know, Great Gyro's tree? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it! Great Jagras weapons are good when you get into Master Rank, right when you start. It gives you really high raw, that non-elemental boost. So I want to make sure I get that. Okay. I think it's time for us to depart on... Oh, we have got to go to the research base. There's a similar concept in real life coastal management, where a saying is that there's never an erosion problem until someone builds next to a coast. Yeah, that's humanity in a nutshell. There's never an earthquake problem until someone builds in an earthquake zone, you know.
Now is the time.
Did I bring the right weapon for this? We depart to the Rotten Vale. I think we're gonna be attacked by Legiana, right? And I have to fight Legiana. Is that where I'm at in the story? I would pick up the kitty right now, but I'll just move the camera over. She's like chilling out. Do you see her laying there? She's chilling out. She's chill.
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking. I've seen movies the likes of Koyan, I can't pronounce that, or Baraka. Their narration-less documentaries are very much about the imbalance of nature and mankind. That sounds quite interesting. She's lovely. Do you hate the handler? I do not hate the handler. Let's make that very clear right now. I think that there's no problems with the handler. I think that the biggest issue with the handler is the fact that you don't actually get to see her parents. And the fact that I think, personally, that she at some point should have at least hugged your character. Because she hugs, like, random other characters in the game, but it's like, who's doing the, like, all the dirty work? You know, who's actually pulling the weight? Like, maybe my character needs to be, like, held from time to time. And I don't mean, like a romantic thing. I just mean, like, oh my goodness, like, give the hunter, like, some, like, you know, some tender love and care.
As I thought.
But yeah, I just think that her character could have been expanded a bit more, and we could have probably seen, like, her... Maybe her family members, like her grandfather. They're, like, religious experiences. Highly, highly recommend. Okay. Legiana. I like Legiana. I think Legiana is a good ice monster. It's one of my better ice monsters. We have not disturbed its hunting grounds. This is ridiculous. There's, like, hundreds of Legiana living here. You hunt one... Oh my goodness. Like, they feel she takes away credit. Most people feel that the handler takes credit away from the main character's accomplishments. Yes. I really wish... I think... she doesn't always... It's not that bad. But, like, I totally get that point of view. And I think maybe it would be nice if, like, you know... Is Legiana immune to thunder? I'm just gonna bring poison. It's also just nice to have a weapon that doesn't look exactly the same.
Hey, partner. Slow and careful.
Why did I click join? Post a new quest. Signed, Legiana, embodiment of elegance. This will be fun. Yay! Yay! Let's go. Absolutely. Yeah, I guess she's always like, we did it. But, like, at the same time, it's...
Clear the way so we can fly down to the base of the rotten Vale.
It's not like she,
Our
like,
mission
wasn't
is
involved.
reserve spoon that will give you a boost for the hunt ahead.
Your Latron build, Lego build is sick, by the way. You're planning on releasing instructions at some point. I want to eventually, but it would be, like, my biggest model. And, like, the Deviljho already took me, like... took me a long time, and it, like, I felt so burnt out after finishing Deviljho. I just, like, I don't even want to do Savage Deviljho. I should have... Can I just go to the other camp? Yeah. Savage Deviljho was, like, he was so... I know, like, people, like, requested him, but, like, I don't know if I could build him. Like, what difference would it really be with Savage Deviljho? Like, there would be the, like, the effects coming out of his neck. But, like, I don't know. And he would just have, like, slightly darker skin, but it would be, like, a super dark green. Like, I don't really want to make him, like, black. If it was, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. The regular Deviljho just works out better. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was not the right thing to do. Whatever. What do I think about the Deviljho eating his tail Mandela effect? I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I agree that, like, yeah, it probably never happened. But also at the same time, like, I don't know why I thought that, you know, just like everyone else, that Deviljho ate his own tail, and I don't know if there was, like, footage of it that, like, I saw or something. Because I swear I saw it happening in game. But it's just not possible. Where is Legiana going? Is Legiana... Did it actually go all the way back up there? It's fine. Like, people, you know, like, sometimes you just gaslight yourself into thinking something is true. Is Legiana flying again? Oh, I hate the soundtrack for the Coral Highlands, so I have it changed to the tower. So I hope you guys don't mind. I know some people actually do like this song. I don't know why, but I don't like the Coral Highlands battle music, so I modded it. It's the only song I, like, replaced. Oh, I think, like, you know, like, I replaced, like, the Teostra theme. I mean, the Lunastra theme. And then I also, I think what was the other one I did? The Rajang, I think I replaced the Rajang song. Rajang. Otherwise, I keep most of the music the way it is, because I do like the music in World. It's just a couple songs that's like, I'm also not a big fan of the Wildspire Wastes. I think, like, the old desert is still, like, peak desert battle music in Monster Hunter. should build Legiana. Legiana's cute. It happened in game, but because everyone tested it using emulators, so the emulator get glitched that caused it to not happen. You can do it on hardware. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still not possible on hardware, is what I meant to say. How do I? Is there a bug? Oh, I clutch clawed. Issue of monster writing is I feel like it is involved. What that I feel like is involved is more that they make too many characters with little screen time, so it's hard to get to know them outside the basic in-game roles. I need to stop reading while fighting. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna faint. No, I'm not. I'm okay. This game had a pause button. Monster Hunter has a lot of like minor characters. It's always had a lot of minor characters. I feel like some games were able to like make them all shine. Like I think Monster Hunter 4's like Caravan was handled pretty well. Dire Morales build? No. No. I'm not gonna do a lot of the bigger or like siege monsters. I want to eventually do Dalamadur. Eventually, you know, way in the future, because that would be a lot of fun doing Dalamadur. But no. I can't do a lot of the big siege monsters because they just use up so many pieces. The siege monsters I want to do, other than Dalamadur, I want to do, oh jeez, I ran out of stamina. What was the other one I wanted to do? A Cantor. I want to do Cantor. I want to eventually do Shara Ishvalda, but only like the inner form, not the... Cedius. I want to do Cedius. Fatalis. I'm gonna do Fatalis. What else? Characters in this game and most games, if we're being honest, seem to be written as impressions of what people think characters should sound like. Congalella? I've built Congalella. I need to update the design though, because it was like one of my like earlier builds, and I just keep improving. Least favorite monster of all time is Magnamallow. And there's not a lot. There's very little monsters I do not like. Off the top of my head, monsters I don't like. Yeah, Magnamallow, Somnicamp. It's just boring. I don't know, Malfestio. It's hard to think of monsters I don't like. Oh, Lagombi. Lagombi's cute, but... And Volvidon? Yeah, I don't know. Lagombi is like, I think the worst. Volvidon gets away with it because at least has like armor. Like, why does Lagombi have so much health? Like, it's just a rabbit. Narcarcos would be a nightmare to make. I don't think he'd be very difficult. I think, yeah, no, he would be kind of difficult. He's got a lot of different shapes going on. Oh, Nibble Snarf. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Nibble Snarf. I wouldn't say, like, I don't like him, but it's just, like, I don't know, it's just kind of forgettable. Oh, the Garons from Frontier. I really don't like them. That's another monster I just do not like. Is there? No, I thought there was like a crystal here I can mine. I gotta make sure to mine the crystals. Your Hermitar does warrant a Monoblos build. I would actually, if I eventually do Monoblos, I might go back and update my Hermitar so that the shell just looks better. But also, like, the shell on Hermitar is bigger than a normal Monoblos shell anyway. It's, like, significantly bigger. So maybe I won't. The Diablos design, the Diablos head design I did on the Plum Diamond Hermitar is pretty good, and I might use that for Diablos. Dragonite. You can get Dragonite Warrior? Where did my cat go? She was hanging on my bed a second ago, and now she's not. Legiana webbing. I think a tall caw is lame. I don't care if it makes this huge siege engine. It's a goofy fight. Probably my hottest monster to take. Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, fair enough. Everyone's got a least favorite monster, or thinks a monster that they think is lame. Legiana plate. I can make an ice weapon. Yay! Into the deep. 5-star assignments.
How incredible.
You truly are impressive.
All right. The time is
Oh,
come.
whoa, what's this guy doing here?
Down to the bottom of the Vale.
Right.
Alright, that's the engineer. Okay, can I do a upgrade equipment? Ice element tree. Oh, frost sacks? Yeah. Okay. Legiana again, I guess. Or we could go deeper into the Vale. Is that where we fight Odogaron? I really want to fight Odogaron.
Now is the time.
What is the Rotten Vale? Yeah, let's go. Atalka is up there, but not my favorite. I'm really concerned with whether the monster looks like it suits the environment that it was born into. Like it was born from it. I tend to lose favor to the ones that don't. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. To a degree. Not every time. Like, I do really like Sinogre. Even though he seems ridiculous. He is ridiculous. Fight Clifford after Legiana. Okay. Grab that herb. Grab that herb. Here we go. Deeper into the Vale. Oh, there's Zora Magdaros tracks. I don't know how Zora...
Wait, I'm going to.
Yeah?
Nothing can stop us.
Why don't you give me a mask?
Here. You figured it out too, haven't you? What
The Rotten Vale really is a reference to Najka of the Valley of the Wind. That's all it is.
Full of acid? Yikes! Don't touch it.
Acid? What? Least favorite has got to be pleasing. Hitboxes are terrible. So, how did this... Like, I'm looking up at the ceiling. How did this get in here? How does Zora Magdaros...
I know we've reached the bottom.
Yeah, why am I not given a mask?
But what happened to Zora Magdaros? There's no place else for it to go.
Exactly. How did it even get down here?
I think we should split up and look.
You know there's 2 Dalamadur skulls in the Vale? Your hunter is anti-mask. Uh-oh. I just released the instructions for Odogaron. My Lego Odogaron. He's so cool. I remember, I played World blind. I didn't watch anything.
What are you doing?
Yo, when do we unlock that weapon in Monster Hunter? The slinger gun?
Don't stop. Keep going.
It just shoots dung bombs? We can't leave her.
No, she can't hold
My best guess is Zora didn't actually reach the Vale. The slag is just a turd.
I hope she's okay.
I'm happy about the turnout, by the way, of the people watching. I had like a pretty consistent like 20 people in here. Would you guys be open to me playing other games other than Monster Hunter, or should I just stick to Monster Hunter because of the channel? Also, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my roommates are chuckling, and there's a lot of echo inside my in the place I'm staying. So like, even if they're in the living room, like I can hear everything that they're saying in my room. It just echoes through the entire house. So don't mind them. They're just chatting in the background. Other games would be cool, like Monog. Maybe I'll boot up Monog. Dragon's Dogma? Yeah, Dragon's Dogma? Never played it, you know. I want to play all the Resident Evil games. I've played none of them.
Try to move while bleeding.
Bleeding?
Standing still until the bleeding stops.
I need to stop reading chat. This is where the game actually gets a little bit more difficult. Voodoo Garen. Come on. My cat came back. Just lying back down. Should play Monster 1, Monster 2, Monster 3. Heal me. Thank you. Okay. Odu. Stay put. There we go. The Ron Vale theme song is good. I like this song. I'm not going to play Wild Hearts. Important thing is to keep your persona entertaining and consistent game to game. Otherwise people will only come for Monster Hunter. I'm entertaining? I hope I am. Odogaron scale. No, not the Mega Potion. Do not use the Mega Potion. Okay, maybe use the Mega Potion. There we go. Bone pile. I should be collecting a bone piles because then I get bones I might need. Yeah, playing through this game blind the first time, I'm not watching any of the trailers and not knowing what any of the monsters were. When I saw Odogaron, I was like, yo, he's cool. And it was cool too because he was he fought in a way that I wasn't used to at all. Because I didn't play Frontier, so I didn't fight the other Garons from Frontier. I hope both him and Lunagaron are in Monster 6. I hope that they add a new map that complements Odogaron and not the other, like, not that... I hope he doesn't just get, like, added to, like, a map that makes no sense. That'd be a cool double quest. Exactly! Exactly. Also, what's like a good time to stream? Is this time like a good time to stream? This is like really late on like a Sunday night, which is like not good for kids, but what do you mean? Capcom will just put him in a volcano map with Bonbaro. Oh no. As an Australian, it's perfect for me. Oh, that's good. Good to hear. Same wall. Currently it's 1:32 for me AM. East Coasters. I'm a West Coaster. It's late for me, but I happen to not work tomorrow. I do happen to work tomorrow. So I don't know how much later I'm gonna stay up. Kinda do wanna like pop open Monog. Maybe after this quest, you know, let's just do a little bit of Monog. Why not? Play a little bit of Monog. Used to be a West Coaster until 7 months ago. Removed? I keep trying to carve the tail in the middle of the fight. I don't... It's like instinct, I don't know. I keep thinking that, like, you know, the carving times aren't as long. Like, you know, it's like the other games where, like, you carve, like, in half the time that it takes to carve in this game. That, like, the little synth sound is straight out of, like, Nausicaa. Like, it's such clearly a reference. They didn't even, like, try to... They didn't want to hide it. They wanted people, when they enter this area, to be like, ah, yes, they're referencing the 80s film, Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Was that made in the 80s? I think that's 80s, right? Even this part of the song, like, this is, like, that's straight out of Nausicaa. And even like the big like dragonfly endemic life creatures, like they look like they're from the movie. I wish there was like more bug monsters in this game, because that would be so cool here. Oh, even the horseshoe crabs? Okay. How do I pull out my camera? Hold on. View mode. Do you see the horseshoe crabs? Oh my goodness. They have a bunch of eyes, just like the things from Nausicaa. The Omu? Or do they not? Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I don't think they do. Maybe it's just the lighting. Yeah, it was just the lighting. Or do they? No, it's just the lighting. Okay, I'm stupid. Don't even... No, don't greet. What? Oh. They're kind of shaped. A little bit. I'm just torturing this thing. Still not dead? Damn. There we go. Da 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 da. Easy peasy. Have I fainted at all this stream? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. When I play Minogue, I'm gonna have to turn down the volume of the game though. This game, because I don't want the sounds of Monster Hunter ruining the aesthetic sounds of Minogue. I need Bokoblin in in Monster Hunter 6. Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom is 2 months away. Sorry guys, I'm not a big Breath of the Wild fan, so Tears of the Kingdom is sort of just like a big pile of meh to me. I don't really care. But I'm glad that people are excited for it, and I hope you guys really enjoy the game, and I hope it fulfills expectations. See, I don't know why is she so obsessed with this woman?
No, you're not.
But she doesn't seem to care if like anyone else is hurt. Do I play Magic? No, I don't.
I'm just glad that you're
I don't play any card games.
Thank you. I was planning to hide until it moved on, but well.
Like if this was actually her grandmother, then I think that like this would matter more. I think like this would be like, why did they just make it her grandmother?
To remember? Did you learn all you could about the Vale? Now tell me everything. What did you
Then I think then everyone would be like, oh yeah, like that's why she cares about this character.
I think the Vale is where the monsters come to die. It's their graveyard, and this whole land is a vast ecosystem revolving around it.
It took 50 years to figure this out. I don't know. These are the parts of the story where I'm like, nah, I don't know. The bugs. Do you see the bugs? They look like they're from Nausicaa. I would play like a clip from Nausicaa, but it would just like kill the stream. It would like. That bug is basically in Nausicaa. What?
From death rises new life, which after a cycle returns to the Vale to die again.
Returns to the Vale to die again? Damn. I love the jellies.
One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
Yeah.
But have you really considered the important question?
What's that?
Who's at the heart of it?
At least make them like student and teacher. Like, yeah, they just met. These two characters literally just met.
For a system this large.
Like maybe like a couple days ago, like a week or so ago.
What's the mystery behind the Elder Crossing?
Like if you consider each quest to maybe be like a day or so,
Bingo.
Monster World takes place over like what, like a month?
Vale is Zora Magdaros's
A month or two? I think there's like a bit of a time skip after you defeat Zora Magdaros, probably. 'Cause it kind of like it feels like time goes by, or maybe not. They have a bit of a celebration.
Or at least it should be. The clues are all
I think character drama in Monster Hunter and explicit exposition is icky. I think that character drama can happen if it's done well.
I don't know. But I know
But this stuff is silly because it's just the characters like trying to figure out how the world works and like explaining the lore, and it's like I don't care about any of this. I want to see like characters like crying and like talking to each other, and like when I mean talking to each other, I mean like actually like talking, communicating to each other. Not just talk like info dumping. It's raining life.
if only I could live another 300 years. Maybe that would be just long enough to see the end of this changing of the guard. Friends, you go finish this. I want to stay here a while longer. See what death has to give and life has to
No, like I get that. Like I understand that like it takes them like something like 40 years to. Oh my cat. Guys, look at my cat. Look at my cat. Yeah, I know. Oh. The real issue is how the hell could the third survive for 20 years in complete wilderness without any hunters? Yeah, I don't know how they. If only Tracker and the third's master both agree if what am I saying? If our then we can safely assume the Elder Dragon's graveyard. Okay, all right. It's not going to the graveyard anymore. How come? We're running out of time. We are. What? Since when are we running out of time? Yo. Do you guys like the cat? She cute? Vitality mantle. Ooh. Oh, the melder. They were literally smoking weed the entire time. Yeah. Meow. Lila. She's jumped up onto my my shelf. I have a shelf where I keep all my clothes. My specialty is melding. Yes. Meld items. Oh, good. I can make trick bombs. No. I should have played Rathian plate. Uh-oh. Someone's come home. Do you guys hear that banging? My roommates, they just... What do you think if Monster Hunter 6 came out, Monster Hunter original language, so with subtitles? I mean, I guess it would be fine. I'm okay with the voice acting. I think that voice acting should be in like any game, most games, because I think that like video games themselves are like I would say like games of like like they're trying to be like hyper realistic with like human characters, or at least have like 3D fully rendered human characters should have voice acting, unless it's like super artsy, just because yeah, I don't know, I just prefer it. Why am I talking to this lady? Okay, is there any new armors? Ingot, thunder attack, ice resistance, divine blessing, critical eye, but I need an Odogaron plate, Shamos, detector. I love how Anjanath gives you like fire attack. Like not every, you don't even get like a fire weapon with some of the weapon trees. It's crazy. Oh wow. Monster Bone Plus. Oh wow. I can upgrade a bunch of things now with the Monster Bone Pluses. Pulsar Strong Arm, Warped Bone. Wow. Dragon Bone Tree. Oh, I got a dragon weapon. What was that? I just got a notification. It was a nothing. I'm German Australian, so I play the German voices. They're much nicer. That's fair. I know some people that like the Japanese voice acting, and like, that's chill too. Garen Strongarm. What should I do? What should I upgrade? I gotta get that Rathalos weapon, because that's good. Gyrototus shell. More Gyrototus? Can I upgrade this yet? No. Oh, I can upgrade my armor. Here we go. Oops. No, that was not the one I wanted to... Oh, snap. I meant to upgrade this. Oh, well. I guess, like, I need to upgrade, like, all my weapons. That's Diablos. This is the Diablos weapon, which I think is strong. Diablos Charge Blade. If you have like high affinity, it can make it really good. Toby Kadachi. Hey, sneeze. No. So, woo. Sorry. Excuse me. Do you use any other weapons or just Charge Blade? I do use other weapons. I use like Greatsword, Longsword, Sword and Shield sometimes. I used to use Dual Blade, but only in like 2nd gen. I don't use Hammer or Hunting Horn. I used Lance in 1st and 2nd gen. I didn't really use Lance beyond that. I like Charge Blade. I love Charge Blade. Switch Axe, I also dabbled in a little bit. Why isn't Monster Language backwards Japanese like it originally was? Lore ruined. Yeah, I don't know. Silly. Yeah, I need to upgrade all these weapons. Just thought of something because of your hunter not wearing a mask earlier in the Vale cutscene, but if the only armor pieces to give if effluvia resistance include a mask, that'd be a cool detail. Is there any armor that gets effluvia resistance? No. Oh, effluvia expert. It's the coil? Why didn't they make it the... It would make so much sense if it was this. It's like the what's it called? Like the doctor beak thing? That would have made more sense. Charm. Attack? Why am I not using this? Yes, of course we want to equip that. What? Plague Doctor, yeah. Plague Doctor. Dragonborn Bone Cutter. Yeah, I need to fight a bunch more like everything actually. Yeah. Could upgrade one of these for now, but also like I don't want to. Rathian can't upgrade that. Could upgrade this one. The iron has better sharpness. Attack isn't very good. I think I might save this for Diablos. I won't worry about the bone tree upgrades just yet. And this one I'm also gonna save for Rathalos. The Giratotus one, I need to keep a water weapon. Water weapon is good. Ice weapon is also good, but Great Jagras. Maybe I'll probably need to upgrade that. And then Toby or Odogaron. No, I should probably stick with Toby. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna send my guy to my house. How do I... House is down here. I just want like the audio to be quiet. Because I actually do want to like boot up Minogue just for fun. Just to go to Takoro and just show you guys how amazing it is. The music is still like... You know what? Here's what we'll do. We're going to return to title. Yeah, we're going to return to title. I'm going to switch to just Jake Cam. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm not ending the stream just yet. Monster Hunter World, though, I think I'm good for now. If I play, you know, more. I don't know when I'll stream next. But I'm not ending the stream because I want to play some Minogue because we kept talking about Bionicle, so I might as well play a little bit of Bionicle. So let me just turn Monster Hunter World off, and instead, hello. Instead, I'm gonna boot up. Where is it? Matinee online game. Here we go. Oh, yes. It starts me on the island. But I want to like restart the game so that I get the full experience. Okay, here we go. Where's the game? Oh, hold on. I meant to do game capture. Is it capture? Yes! Yes! It captured! Let's do that. Here we go. So, why is it so loud? I gotta turn it down. The audio is like really like low quality audio. Oh, settings? English. So there's two ways you can go at the beginning. This is the original Bionicle game. There's two ways to go at the beginning. You can start by going to the canister. You can also either go to the telescope or the one lady over there. She's in trouble, or you can follow the footsteps. And if you follow the footsteps, yeah, 2002 Flash game audio quality. You eventually come across Tahu. The Toe of Fire, the Fire Warrior. Ever since I was a kid and I saw that beach and the canister, it became imprinted into me, and so whenever I see beaches in games, they got that same vibe. It's like the deserted island in Monster Hunter obviously gives me that vibe. Where is the charred forest? Yeah. So I would love a map in Monster Hunter that was like this, like a terrifying forest. Oh, hi Kapura. I'm Kapura. Are you the Makuta? Nope. What are you doing? I'm practicing. I am practicing. Vakama says that even though I'm slow, I may be faster than all the others and travel very far. He says I must practice. Jala says I'm being silly. I practice often. Yeah, so it's a point-and-click game. Where am I? You are where you are. If I practice, I can be where I am not. I think I can feel it. It is hot here where I am, but where I am is cold. And I think I can feel it. I must practice more. The island has many places to visit. I want to see them all, but the others do not like to travel. Matanui is very big. Kama says, in the beginning of time, Matanui fell from the sky and landed here. Makuta came after him and made him fall asleep and sent his monsters out across... Monsters! 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 I'm telling you, there's overlap. There's overlap here. And destroy its beautiful things and make the Tohunga his slaves. Vakama has told us to wait for more creatures to fall from the sky who will save us. I think one of them landed on the beach. I saw it fall when I was practicing before. Vakama knows more. You should ask him. He lives in Ta Koro. What is the Makuta? If you do not know what is the Makuta, then I guess you are not it. That is good. Jala says I have to be careful of the Makuta when I am in the forest. He says the Makuta is everywhere. That is so important. He means Rahi, monsters, things you can see. But I know the Makuta is here now in these burnt trees and in the dead soil. All these things were destroyed by the Makuta, but the Makuta never left. Makuta is so he's Fatalis, basically. He's the embodiment. He's basically like chaos. But he's also kind of like the devil. But it's better to just associate it with chaos, and his final monologue at the end of the game is that's what Monster Hunter is about. His final dialogue at the end. He destroys things. The Makuta destroys things. I think the forest looks very beautiful this way too, and when it is burned. And when it burned, you could see all the fires perform their great Takara? Their great Takara all the way to the sea. It was very beautiful. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm lost. Of course, Greg Farshti turned the Makuta into a race. Yeah, that was dumb. Oh, here we go. And then you enter Takoro. Oh, but I can't enter Takoro. Because I have to go visit Jala. Hi, Jala. Now, if you guys see the Bionicle movie, the original one, he has a really obnoxious voice. A bunch of people left, by the way. Our viewership dropped in half ever since I started playing this. It's fine. This was the end of the stream anyway. Jala in the movie he comes off as this kid, and he says Takua, but here in this game he's this stoic commander. He's a general, We have lost communications with Gakoro, and I have no Tohunga to spare for reconnaissance units. Can't read. There are never enough good warriors to send against the Rahi monsters. Rahi means monsters. You look stout, traveler. Well, I think it means animals, but you look stout, traveler. You should consider a career in the guard. What is a Rahi? The Rahi serve the Makuta. They are horrible beasts, ruthless and fierce. Some can fly, others walk across the ground, along the ground. I've heard even tunnel beneath it. I have battled many of them. In recent times, they've become bolder and forced us back to here. Takoro used to reach all the way to the coast. The charred jungle used to be a green and peaceful place, but in the fury of our battles, it was burnt. We are Takoro Tohunga, and we will not surrender. And now Tahu, the great fire spirit, has come to lead us against them. They can attack at any time, although always when it is least expected. I would love if there was a Bionicle game that was like a hunting game clone. If there's a Bionicle game where you get to play as like a Toa and you get to like customize him, you get to put on different equipment, hunt different Rahi, different monsters, it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool. I've said them extensively. It's possible that they once were normal creatures like the others that inhabit Matsunui until the Makuta turned them, although I am not certain of this. If it is true, there may be another way to fight them. Until then, we must patrol our stockades and our trenches day and night and keep the guard fires burning. It's so cool. Make it like a beat-em-up? Maybe. May Tahu protect you, traveler. Nope, I gotta press. I've only seen the Legend Reborn. That's not... That doesn't really represent... I wish I could, like, show you guys some of, like, the other scenes. Full screen. Start new game. Can I, like, just, like, go to... Can I save the game? Progress. Oh, crap. If I close it down, would it shut it down? That sucks. The Lekoro section is fantastic. There's lots of, like... Oh, hello. Vakama. So you found your way back after all. You are brave, and I do not know what brought you to this city. Anyway, yeah, he basically... There's so much, like, just deep lore. And this was, like, the very, very first game. And this is a lot of people's, like, introduction to the series as, like, just, like, the story. And already, like, they had thought of everything. Oh, there's a cutscene. I'll let this play, and then maybe I'll stop. Because I do gotta go to bed. I have work in the morning. And, like, I gotta get up in, like, 8.5 hours, so... Shout out to my fave RTS, Mars Mission Crystalline... Conflict. Crystallian conflict. Yeah. What's up? So basically they reveal here that they thought that Tahu, the warrior, was one of the monsters, but then he reveals his power and shows that he's, you know, powerful. That's a cool visual. It's, yeah, look, it was made in like 2001 with like a bare bones budget. Wait, stop. Then Tahu goes and he looks at Vakama, because Vakama knows what Tahu is. I'm being real with shotgun drawing. Do they even have a budget, or are they just paying a programmer's salary? Yeah. It was not very good. People are elated, but I know that their courage will be tested now more than ever. Tahu's arrival marks the first step in a great struggle, and I have much to do. Who is Tahu? He will save us. He has come from the heavens, as foretold in the ancient legends of our city, to battle the Makuta with his sword of fire and release us from tyranny. He's a great hero, and he will struggle against the Rocky of the Makuta. They will face great dangers. Legends prophesy 6 heroes descend from the heavens to Matanui, and of them, Tahu is the fiercest, and his passage to Matanui has left him uncertain. He has needed help to understand his long-awaited quest. I've told Tahu all I know of the legends, of the masks of power, and I've done all that I can. Now it is up to him to venture to the world. It's so cool. Thank you. Goodbye. Forgive me, I have much work to do. What do you mean you're preparing for the arrival of another? I'm not certain. The stars have revealed a new prophecy, which I do not yet fully understand. How is it that they're all, like, okay, for those who don't know, they were, like, when they were, like, planning out the story, they planned everything. What he's mentioning here is stuff that happens 2 years from now in, like, real, like, you know, in, like, the concepting of, like, and, like, the release schedule. He's setting up the Mask of Light already. He's literally talking about your character here and, like, the destiny of your character, because you're playing a character here. You're playing a character named Takua. Which you don't find out until, like, the end of the game. You find out that you're playing Takua, who is, I consider, like, the main character of Bionicle. Anyway, timestamp update. Okay. Let's... Oh, what? I have 30 frames per second? Oh, wow. Maybe don't do 30 frames per second? And the sound disappeared. Alright, whatever. Back to JCam. I thought Godunka was the main character of Bionicle. Not quite. Not quite. Let's put on the Forest of Hope again. Shmovin'. I want to thank you all for coming out. I haven't streamed in a while. I plan on streaming, I don't know, at some point again. Maybe next time I'll, like, open the lobby for anyone else who's playing World on PC to just join me. That'd be fun. Yeah, I don't really have much to say beyond that. The stream, good job. Get a fog machine. Needs more fog. Thank you. I haven't streamed in a while, and I'm hoping that maybe I'll start a little bit earlier tomorrow. If I do it, if I stream tomorrow. I might not stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, frankly. Depends on my mood too, you know. But I wanted to do this because I wanted to do what I used to do, you know, back in the old days. Before I made that 3-hour-long Monster Hunter DOS video, I actually did stream on this channel. I streamed, like, every night. All those streams are, like, unlisted now, but I played Freedom Unite, actually. I think that was, like, right after World came out, and I was really upset with World, and I was, like, just so unhappy with it. I was like, I'll play Freedom Unite instead. Struggling from success. Okay. cat. Do you guys see the cat? Yeah, the cat's she's up here. Bye. The cat is Takua. Speaking of Takua, I've got him on my desk. Well, Takanuva. I've got Takanuva on my desk. I've done like a couple like customizations to him. Like he's got the heart light, which I want to be like the right color, but they only ever released this piece in like that yellow in like one set. It's super rare. And then I added like some like detailing, but it's Takanuva. I put him in all of my in my Lego videos, and it's just good. Like if you make Lego content and like you are a Bionicle fan, you're doing an injustice to the like Bionicle community by not like constantly mentioning like, yeah, I'm a Lego fan, but also Bionicle was the shit back in the day. Anyway, I think that's it for tonight. I hope the volume isn't too loud on this song. Like, you guys need to tell me if like the music is like obnoxiously loud. You have to let me know. I probably won't go crazy into Bionicle. I don't know what I'll name the stream next time. I'll try to make it like clickbaity though. The struggles of being based. But do I have like a funny video I can put on for you guys? Okay, I'll just switch it over to end stream. Hope to see you guys around though. Thank you. And thank you for coming out, and hope to see you guys again. See ya. I'm gonna put on a funny video, just you wait. Why is it so loud? No, I don't turn it down. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Whatever.